with all my heart. Now, I've believed that all my life, and I've been told all my life, I've heard preachers say, Jesus is coming soon. And I know one thing, he promised he's coming, and it's closer today than it was yesterday. But it seems like the time is here. It seems like the signs of the time is here, and our world's kind of crazy right now. But how do we be a light and a witness? It seems like tonight our theme has been tell others about Jesus. Spread the word. Bring them in. There's only one thing you can take to heaven. One thing. And that's people. That's all you can take to heaven. I want to stand before the Lord and him say, Jeff Trees, you told everybody you're supposed to tell. And how do I do that? And years ago, my papa was in heaven. I call him Papa. It's my grandfather, Grandpa, Papa. And Papa, I said to him, he is smart. He is all smart. And I always talk to him about stuff. And I said, how do I tell the world about Jesus? And he said, well, I believe he wants you to tell that your world. Different people have different worlds. The world you're in, the people at your work, the people you see at the Walmart, people, just your world where you go. And I said, well, how do I tell them about Jesus? He said this. He said, wear a smile. Amen. He said, if you'll wear a smile, somebody will ask you what you're up to. It's the truth. And they called me Smiley when I was a kid, and I smiled all the time. But people would all, and it is the truth. If you'll go to the Walmart, if you just leave here and go to the Walmart, you'll see 29 lanes and only one of them open.
That's true.
And a line of stuff. And then they got this other over here now where you're doing it yourself, and people are just standing there looking at it like, what do I do, And so you got these standing here looking in these line, and everybody's agitated. Everybody's in a hurry. I don't know where they're going, home, I guess. And they're wanting to get home. I guess they got ice cream or something at home and wanting to get there. But everybody's agitated. Okay, how do I witness to those people? Wear a smile, because I've done it. Somebody will ask you, man, you're awful happy. Why are you smiling? Something like that. You can say, well, I got Jesus in my heart. I got the joy of the Lord. He has blessed me, and it opens the door. It really does. You may not lead them to the Lord, but you have planted a seed in their life, and God will water that seed. I had a lady one time tell me this. She said, I don't know what you got, but I want it.
That's right.
Do they want what you got?
Yes.
Think about it. Does people want what you got? Well, I can tell you one thing. Whatever it is that you need to do, it ain't what I'm fixing to tell you. This song here, don't do this, all right? It talks about getting mad. It talks about road rage. What are y'all looking like it? I see people doing this. This song talks about Christian road rage. Well, I was sitting in a traffic jam, late for Sunday school, and I'm supposed to teach the class about the golden rule. When the guy behind me started acting crazy and blowing his horn, so I gave him one of those ugly looks like I wish he was never born. And it wasn't pretty. Well, it didn't faze him. He was wearing a smile and blowed that horn some more. So I pitched a fit, yelled a bit. He quit blowing that horn. I was feeling really good about the way I shut that old boy up, till I remembered the bumper sticker on the back of my old truck. This is what it said. Honk, honk if you love Jesus. It gets worse. Well, the traffic started moving in not a minute too soon. I was feeling really bad how I treated that boy and acted like a fool. I couldn't wait to get to the altar, and the whole church met me there to pray. But when I got up there, he stood. He was a visiting preacher that day. Could you imagine that? He said he had a divine inspiration perspiration. And he preached on the golden rule. You can imagine my perspiration when he's preaching to you-know-who. So the moral of this story, it's simple, don't you see? If you got a Jesus sticker on the back of your car, be what you ought to be. Honk, honk if you love Jesus. Twice if you go to church. 3 more times if you want to go to heaven. How about a smile if you love the Lord? Matthew 7:12 is the golden rule. It says, treat people the way you want to be treated. It's pretty simple.